This video is sponsored by the subscribe button, as we're getting close to 20,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. Hello there, welcome to the channel, and today we have some very exciting LEGO Marvel 2026 info to talk about, as well as a new leaked image for the upcoming LEGO Marvel book. If you do enjoy this video, please let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below, as well as by leaving a like on the video, and let's jump right in. Alright, so here is our look at the LEGO Marvel Secrets of the Avengers book, and this one will be releasing sometime in 2026, probably within the first half of the year, and it apparently includes an exclusive minifigure. Now, the silhouette that we do have here really has no correlation to what the minifigure that is included will actually be. This is just a placeholder, and so don't get any ideas on what this minifigure will be just based off of the silhouette, and I'm honestly hoping for something really niche. I feel like LEGO has been doing a lot of great minifigures, great designs in minifigures in books, and in fact, for LEGO DC, there was a rumor that the next LEGO DC book will include the Batman imposter version of Joker, which is really awesome, and a character I personally never thought that LEGO would actually turn into a minifigure. Of course, it's just a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, but it is a really interesting rumor. Now, there is unfortunately no rumor on what the minifigure will be in this Marvel book, and we usually don't get any rumors until it's officially revealed. It's just somewhat of a well-kept secret from LEGO. To be honest, I would love to see it be someone from the lesser talked about parts of Marvel media with LEGO. I think something from Iron Man, any of the Iron Man movies, to be honest, as well as possibly any of the Captain America movies except for Cap 4, and I think Civil War just doesn't need anything. As long as it's MCU movie based, I think that would be good, something that hasn't really been touched by the Infinity Saga. I would really love to see that, and I personally would love to hear your thoughts on what you would like to see this minifigure be, what you expect him to actually be included with, and whether or not you will be picking up this book, because honestly, I might be. If it's a good enough minifigure, maybe I'll end up just buying the minifigure off of Bricklink or eBay, because it's probably going to go a little cheaper than the Marvel book itself. But let me know your thoughts in the comments as we jump right into, honestly, a lot of speculation and predictions on what kind of sets we will see for Avengers Doomsday. Now, if you aren't up to date with all of the Marvel news, apparently the first Avengers Doomsday teaser trailer should be dropping on December 19th of 2025. That is just a little over a month away. It feels like the movie just finished up filming, and apparently they already have a teaser trailer. It should be premiering with the trailers, or with the official movie release of Avatar: Ash and Fire. So if we see an official Doomsday trailer, or at least a teaser trailer in December, I would be very excited. I've recently been getting into a lot of the more Marvel movies that I missed, and honestly, looking back at some of the sets LEGO made back in the 2010s, it's really incredible that the selection that we're getting now is nowhere near as good as the selection that we used to get in the 2010s with a lot of the movie-based waves of sets. And so I'm really hoping that for 2026, obviously we saw all of the January sets, and those are great sets, don't get me wrong. They're almost all amazing price per piece or value for what you're getting. The minifigures are incredibly well designed, and overall, the sets don't have a lot of haters as other waves, at least for Star Wars, and even this past Marvel wave had a lot of haters. So for January, it looks like it's a step up for the Marvel team, and I'm really happy with the direction that they're currently going in. And so I'm hoping that this continues, because with Spider-Man Brand New Day apparently releasing in July of 2026, that might just be for the August wave of sets. We might just see a whole bunch of Spider-Man Brand New Day sets. Me personally, I would love to see at least 3 sets, play sets, and then if LEGO chooses to do some sort of helmet or buildable character like we saw with the 18 plus Iron Man for $130, I wouldn't be too mad, because I think that would fit in well with like a buildable Spider-Man in that same format, and with the new suit that he is going to have in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I would personally love to see that. That is a new subline that I'm honestly not that big of a hater on. Usually I hate on a lot of these 18 plus sublines that LEGO's releasing, but that's really good. As well as the Epic Moments collection that we saw with the 2 January sets, with the Sandman versus Spider-Man and the Hulkbuster versus the Hulk. I think we will see at least a couple of these be turned into sets with Spider-Man Brand New Day, as well as Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, that is releasing in 2026. I would love to see that myself. I think that's something that a lot of fans are definitely more excited about, because it's a way to mix together playsets and 18 plus sets into one, with a playset build with like the Hulkbuster that it would have been a playset and the Hulk, but then they put it on a small display stand, and sure, maybe it lifts the price up just a little bit, but I think it's a good way way to please both the younger fans and the older fans of LEGO Marvel. So in my opinion, it's a really good thing that LEGO added this Epic Moments collection, and I honestly hope that this transfers over to other themes such as Star Wars. Even DC could totally use this Epic Moments collection. There are so many potential scenes and iconic locations that LEGO could do this for, and I really hope that it's not just a one and done. I'm sure we'll see some more in the summer, and it's something to look forward to in my opinion. And so I think the last thing that a lot of fans are wondering about is what is the large 18 plus sort of modular building for 2026, and it will probably be at least a few months until we get any sort of rumors or confirmation of what that 18 plus set will be, if it's even for Marvel, if LEGO is switching over to DC. In my opinion, I think it makes a lot of sense for this to be a Baxter building if it will actually appear in the Avengers Doomsday movie. It will likely release just a few months before Doomsday, so LEGO could maybe throw in a couple of spoiler minifigs in there, maybe not, we'll have to wait and see. But I think a Baxter building makes a lot of sense to be next year's big 18 plus set, depending on how well Arkham Asylum sold. Obviously, I know there's a lot of potential for the Daily Planet to be the large set because the Daily Bugle is retiring. So for DC, they could release like another newspaper shop and have another one on shelves just a couple months after the Daily Bugle retired. Nonetheless, has been an incredible year for LEGO and for LEGO Marvel especially. I think this year was solid. I think there's been a lot of ups and downs for the theme. A lot of characters and minifigures that a lot of people did not expect this year ended up releasing this year, so that's something I'm really happy that LEGO went out of their way to make a couple of really good Infinity Saga sets, and I really hope that we see more Infinity Saga sets based off the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, which is a trilogy that I recently finally watched all three of the movies in like the span of 1 week, and they were amazing films, and I really hope that LEGO chooses to make more sets from that movie trilogy because they are amazing films, and if you haven't seen them already, I would totally recommend it. But it's just there are so many missing characters and minifigures and updated versions that we could use, and the other sets, they're not too expensive on the aftermarket, the ones that were released when the movies were out, and I think we got a decent wave of sets for the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. However, we never did get a minifigure of the High Evolutionary, which is quite disappointing. I would love to see him down in the future sometime soon. And we only got one set for the Fantastic Four movie. That was the buildable Galactus. It was a very lackluster set for $60. It is way too expensive. It needs to be at least $10, $15, possibly even $20 cheaper. And so I hope LEGO doesn't raise the price on the Doomsday sets just because they know that fans will likely try to buy as many as they can, all the sets LEGO will release. And I'm still holding out for a buildable Dr. Doom mask because I think that is a incredibly cool design mask, and there have been leaked pictures of the actual Doom mask from the movie. So if LEGO makes that as a buildable helmet, that would honestly be one of the coolest sets they could possibly release for the release of Doomsday. Of course, I may be yapping a little bit now, but I really appreciate if you are still sticking around and watching this video. Thank you so much for all the support here on the channel over the past couple of weeks. It's been incredible, and I'm so excited to keep making content for you all as we get closer and closer to the summer 2026 more rumors and potentially some spring rumors and leaks hopefully coming out soon, guys. So make sure you stay tuned, click that notification bell if you are already subscribed, and make sure to have a fantastic rest of your day, and goodbye.